And that's how
Welcome
I
back.
found out how itchy your butt crack gets when you shave your hair.
That's correct. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're back. This is going to be the last live stream that's not in the new house. So I figured, what better way to end the whatever you want to call it, man? Just it's kind of a new era. We're gonna have a new place. We're gonna have a new garage. We're gonna have a new shop. So I figured let's talk about some of the best and worst things that we've had over the past years. We'll start with 2023, working back. If you can remember what you've gotten. I've gotten the least amount of things this year.
Yeah,
So.
I can't say the same, but
we got learning with Juan, Barbara Bolton, Richard Hosey, and some others are here. Appreciate all the support members, and yeah, I'll kick it off, man. Probably the best thing that I bought most recently, or had sent to me in this case, would be that Flex sander from Joshua Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
That thing's a beast.
Well, I mean, are we just talking about tools then, or we talking about everything?
Whatever, dude? Doorknobs, you name it.
Well, I got to be honest with you. The best thing I bought, well, maybe the second best thing I bought this year is this camera right here. The one I'm looking at, the one you guys are seeing. This thing's phenomenal. Actually, I'm going to say it's third. Because the best thing by far that I got is my new puppy, Lexi. She's back here. She's very attached to me. The new, so she is by far the best thing that I got this year. Right next to that, though, is got to be my rigid miter saw. Every time I use it, I look forward to it. That thing's an absolute beautiful machine. Smooth, it's powerful, it's great. And then Diligent Dave, Ken C, SEO Panther, Joshua Wilson, all the cool cats are here. Yeah. And Learning with Juan is also here.
Well, we're going to try to keep it light and positive and not talk about all the problems, but we will give you an update. We close on the house on Thursday. I've already got a rental car for obvious reasons. I'll post a update video for members only. I've already recorded it. I forgot to add it. And then I thought maybe I'll just talk about it tonight, but that's depressing-ish stuff. So we're not going to do that. We're gonna keep it moving though. But we did buy another car, and it's very similar to the ones that you got. And you failed to tell everybody how cool your car is.
Oh, you know, I'm a tool channel, so I talk about tools. I try to keep my channel very specific as to my genre. I didn't talk about my my puppy on my channel.
Dang.
She's laying down. She's sleeping right now, and I'm not going to disturb her.
Well, I'll tell everyone about your car because I pretty much bought the same one. Yours is a plug-in hybrid. Mine is a standard. And dude, it's dope. It's got heads-up display, turn-by-turn in the display, heated steering wheel. I mean, I could go on, dude. The car's awesome. You step on the brake and it stays stopped, like if you're at a drive-through or something.
Yep, it's crazy. Auto hold. Mine, like I could literally drive without touching the steering wheel because it has automatic lane adjustment.
Yeah.
So it keeps you inside of the lane, which is great if you're trying to convince your wife to drive topless or ride topless.
Nice.
And your hands are busy. I'm just not saying that I would ever do that. Not saying that I would ever do that, but it does come in handy. The sport mode, I'll tell you what, you've never seen the look on a dude that's got like a freaking Dodge Challenger's face, like on his face when he pulls up next to your EV car at a stoplight and you leave him at the line because you don't have to wait for your car to spool.
So that is the benefit of having the plug-in hybrid. So you're gonna get 40 miles on just battery alone. And you're gonna get 0 to 60 pretty quick with the battery, right?
Yeah, I mean, for me, because I've got the plug-in, I get 40 miles of just solid electric before before the motor even comes on. Now I can adjust that if I hit a certain speed limit. I think it's like 85 miles an hour. It'll kick off the electric. It'll go to gas. Then the second I let up off of the gas pedal, it goes back to electric. So I can actually cruise at 80, 85 miles an hour on electric.
That's pretty cool. I saw a Tesla just absolutely leave me today. It was freaking gone, dude. It were really fast. It definitely would beat my Mustang. I know they're faster than my Mustang, but the way he took off, it was pretty cool.
I give a rat's ass about the environment. I did not buy the car for the environment. I'm not going to be here to worry about the consequences of any of this garbage. Not that I believe any of it, but the fact of the matter is, I got it because they told me it could do like 60 miles to the gallon. I'm doing 90 miles to the gallon.
I was trying to get less than 40 today. I did 15 miles in the city, and 11 of those were all electric. And I got 53 today. I didn't even touch the highway at all.
Yeah, Shaka Gillis, what do you want us to drop the link to? I didn't understand that. Drop the link.
Must be talking about the sprayer.
Maybe. I hope everybody enjoyed my new Olight videos. I released 2 of them on YouTube today.
Nice.
I know they're phenomenal products.
You also got 40K subs, bro. Killing it.
Yeah.
I told you I was going to tell everybody.
I wasn't going to mention it because it's not about me. This is, it's not about my channel. This is about you and
dude, this is about us. We're all a team. We are the members, just everybody here. We're all the reach out of these lives is very minimal. StreamYard link, drop it in the chat.
You want everybody in StreamYard tonight? Let's go.
Dang, dude. Drop it. Put it in there. I can't do it.
In solar, you don't have a lot of use for Olight. You're not working in the dark ever. In solar, even when you're running lines and stuff, it's in the light.
Yeah.
So,
actually, yeah, I've got it here. Hang on a second. Olight's my favorite, dude.
But they sent me the Seeker 4, the headlamp, which I used yesterday. Under my living room, we had some severe termite damage, which we didn't know about until I was doing the remodel here a few months ago.
Oh, no.
And we found out that we had termites real bad in the house. So
not where I thought it was
part of redoing everything was getting all of that taken care of. We had a dude out here to spray for the termites, which were literally just located in one area. So me and the guy got under there yesterday, and we're putting pillars under there, and we're replacing all the boards and whatnot, and tearing out all the termite infested stuff just to make sure that it was done right. And I got to be honest with you, that I used the rigid floodlight under there, and I used the Olight headlamp. He was using the floodlight, I was using the headlamp, and dude, the headlamp outdid the floodlight. Like, yeah, everywhere I needed it to be, it was on, and it was perfect. And the sucker ran all day. We were probably under there for 5 or 6 hours yesterday. It ran all day, and it was just phenomenal.
That's cool. One thing I can say, I don't know. I'm not like most people. So like whenever I first started like, doing this YouTube thing, it was like I still have a hard time trying to put a like on every video I watch. I wasn't the kind of person that always dropped likes. I wasn't the person that always commented on videos, things like that. I do my best when I can. So anybody in the chat that is doing YouTube, if I left you a comment, man, that's good on me, because usually I don't. I mean, it's rare. I try, but I just can't do it. So anyway, watching the same video, like watching the same content creator make a video about the same product can suck, but it's important for you guys if he gets more push out on those videos to watch the videos, comment on the videos, and do things like that. I know there's another YouTube creator which we respect dearly, Millis Construction, and I try to watch every Olight video that he puts out just for that reason, because it can get kind of monotonous. But Olight is one of those companies that I've been buying before I even knew about YouTube, hardly. Yeah. And I've got the pre-run, I've got all of the Seekers, I've got the Arcfeld, I've got pretty much all the ones that attach to your QPUs. That's what started them really popular, was that magnetic strap that you could have in your nightstand, and you always have a light ready to go, because that magnet just snaps off and you're ready to go with whatever you got. The Olight stuff is just amazing. The recharging and all the stuff is really, really good. Really, really understated. They make 21700 batteries, their own. Their flashlights are some of the best I've ever used. So that's what I got to say about that. That's cool, dude.
Yeah. I know Kansas showed up and Texas Southpaw been here, but he was just commenting for the first time here a few seconds ago. So did want to recognize him. Look at that. Panther been a member for 2 months.
That's cool.
And it says it feels like it's been 5 years. I was,
awesome.
One of the things that, and I just want to make this sure, I don't compare me to any other channel. Because to me, my channel has its own flavor. I have my own style. Like, I'm kind of the no BS channel. Like, that's how I view it. I'm just there. I'm like, this is what this will do. And then I'm done. Like, done. Have a great day. Right. But you and I were talking about this a little bit earlier. And there's another guy that's been on YouTube for about 7 years now. Yeah, he's a big channel and he's at 66,000.
Yeah.
I've been on for this is what, 2.5 years now. We've been on.
Not very long. Not very long at all.
For 2.5 years. So to get to 40,000 this quick is a major accomplishment. I was not going to bring up. You did.
Magnetic light. Yeah.
I was. Look at this. Joshua Wilson been a member for 4 months.
That's awesome, dude.
God bless.
Thank you.
That is awesome. I love that. I don't know how they get those to show up, but that's phenomenal.
I don't know either. I've been so disconnected from YouTube, dude. It's so bad. It's so bad. Let's listen to this. I was reading this email. It was just too funny. I hope you're well. We are immensely impressed by the quality and impact of your content and believe your influence aligns perfectly with our brand values. I was like, there's no way in hell you've ever watched this channel. Our brand aligns perfectly with your influence aligns perfectly with our brand's values. Yeah. I've had so many people reach out to me though, dude. That I haven't answered recently. I've got a really cool company that wants to send me some kind of light fixtures with fans and LEDs built in and stuff. But the inspector and me was like, are they listed? Like, how hypocritical would it be to be pushing these lights that aren't listed, burning people's houses down?
Oh, dude, wait. Let me ask you. I got to find out. Rod the Bod Widget, he just sent me a message.
What's up, Rodney? Amirion, you must bow down and kiss the massive feet of the tool bear. Bow down to the den of tools.
No, I will not bow down to the den of fools.
That's awesome.
Wait, I
What's up,
want to
Amirion?
find out. I want to find out the name of the company. You just tell me if it's the same one.
I don't want to crap on them. Is it? I
Is it-
couldn't.
Ahsoka?
Yeah, I think so.
Dude,
I
they
think so.
sent me a
Let's see.
message. I looked at, never responded. Look at this. Kansas
still
City
haven't-
member for 3 months.
What's up, Kenzie?
I don't know what a conjugal is.
How about this guy?
Conjugal?
I hope this email finds you well. I'm writing you on behalf of Wild Badger Power, outdoor power equipment. What is this?
Dude,
I've
you
gotten
need-
like 20 in the last week. Oh, wow. That
you
looks
need some-
interesting.
Oh yeah, the leaf blower. You put Mosquito on it.
$230 for a quarter for a that wasn't cordless. That was gas. That was combustion.
Oh, conjugal.
My
I'm
name
sorry,
is
I read that
Nora.
wrong.
I'm reaching out to you from
Welcome to
Right,
Shaka Gillis, a
Greenlight?
new member of the Tools and Tactics community.
Oh,
We
what's up,
appreciate
Shaka
that,
Gillis?
Shaka Gillis. Thank
Hey,
you
man,
very
appreciate
much.
that. Thank you. Here's how the collaboration will work. If it is convenient for you, I hope you can place an order for our products on Nope. That's how they get you to buy their stuff. They're like, just place an order and talk about it, and we'll think about paying you.
I'm being serious about this. I am so bad at responding to emails from these companies. I am quite literally thinking about hiring my wife to manage my
Yeah,
social media accounts.
I sent that to my buddy, and he was like,
Oh, you are.
"Are you supposed to sit on it?" That was his response.
Hey, they had a video of it like lifted up an 18.
It looks pretty cool. I want to get it, but I'd be tempted to sit on it. That's what I should write back. It's like,
Yeah.
it's gonna fit.
Well, the funny thing is, you'd put your drill dough on it and hope it had an automatic instant inflate.
yeah,
Dude.
it looks kind of cool though. It looks like it goes down. It goes up 17 inches and compresses down to 5.5 to 17.7.
Damn.
It looks interesting.
Yeah. Wait, Joshua Wilson got hit up by Milwaukee for a free trip. Dude, I would go anyway.
Oh, it's pretty cool, dude.
I would still go. I'd be like, let's do it. I'm not even joking. That's the best, man. They had offered, so just recently, I have been getting noticed by some of these other companies or what have you. Like the bigger company, and back in, I want to say it was March, they had offered for me to go up to one of their events in Iowa, and I was like, nah, I can't travel that far.
That's pretty cool, dude.
Learning with Juan says he hopes you get the life insurance if you try that.
I should. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't
thing
open
with
this.
the
Vivor sent me their website, and they're like, "Just go pick something." Like, that's crazy, dude.
I know they did the same thing to me. My problem is the stuff that I got from Vivor has been so inconsistent.
Oh, hey, I just got one. Hello, this is Kansas Tools reaching out to you to see if you will buy our product, the drill dough. It comes with a rechargeable battery and a free carrying case. We look forward to hearing back.
Did you tell them that you only take the 18 inches or larger?
Oh, that's great.
I'm assuming it's somewhere pretty local. They offered to come to us too. My owner hates battery powered OPE. He's super old school and I'm super loyal to him.
Hello, sir. This sounds very good. I can offer a video time, minimum 5 minutes, but does it fit in my nightstand?
Buy now and get a free bottle of lube. No, that So that's the promo code is lube up.
Oh, that's great. I was looking for that light one. I never found it. It's in there though. I was too busy. I think I was talking to you on the phone. I was
for the light drill dough.
The light one. Yeah. The other one's too heavy duty, man.
Oh,
it's collapsible.
So wait, they're reaching out to you. Big Dub, how you doing? I just want to make sure that I understood you correctly. You said this is the last live stream there.
In this
so does that mean that Thursday, no live stream?
Thursday, we will officially close on the house, and we might do a live stream on the phone. Last time we tried that, though, I think it was pretty bad at that house. So it depends if I can get internet at the house by then. But probably not, dude. We're going to sign on this house, and then we're going to start moving stuff. And I've already rented. What did I rent? I was supposed to get a truck. Why is it so hard for companies, right? You tell Enterprise that you want to have a truck, and it's got to be an equivalent of a Maverick or whatever it is. It's a mid-sized truck.
Yeah.
What do they call it? They didn't say Maverick. Doesn't matter. Tacoma. Whatever it is. Equivalent of XYZ. And then you get there. I didn't get a text. I didn't get an email. I didn't get anything. I get it. I get there and they're like, oh, hey, so we have the RAV4 available for you or the minivan. And I'm like, I reserved the truck. And they're like, oh, yeah, no, well, it got here, but we realized it needed maintenance, so we sent it back. I was like, wait a second, you guys sent it here and then checked if it needed maintenance? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. Just sums up how this transition has been going.
Well, it could always be worse. That's what I keep like that's my default setting. I keep telling myself it can always be worse. By the way, drill dough is drill with D-O on the end. Or in Tactics' case, when it's he's using it's drill with dough on the end, but there are a bunch of other O's. Like drill dough.
Oh, that's great. We have a 2001 Toyota Echo reserved for you. Soon to celebrate the last live at this location. No, I wasn't going to mention this out loud because it just seems really distasteful. But we're keeping it positive. But I'm going to let you guys know we got a laptop not that long ago, and it was in this room. And we went to the resort, which you saw me with the goofy hat on in the members only. If you didn't, then you're not a member. But
I didn't notice anything.
Yeah, you didn't notice anything. So we were at this resort, the Hill Country Marriott JW. I think it's like $500 a night. And brother met me out there, and we had a little family reunion thing. I hadn't seen him in a year and a half. And I showed him the laptop because it's a fast laptop. And he was like, "That's cool, but why does it smell musty?" And I was like, "Great." So I had a feeling that it was, making my throat sore. But then he kind of confirmed it. So we're gonna have to return whatever we're using tonight before we get stuck with it, because I can't bring it to the new house. It is what it is. It sucks. It's not fair for companies, but you know what? The sacrifices I mentioned in the members only video, and I mentioned it here, the sacrifices that we've been making are not lightly made. We gave up $40,000 of solar for an extra $2,000 of cash to sell the house.
Yeah.
We had to sell with the water softener. That was $7,000. I'm gonna have to buy another one. You have to have soft water. If you don't know the difference between soft water, you should look into that. It's your health, pretty much. Your organs. Yeah. Your organs are like this, with pockets with chlorine. They get a little bit tighter with better water, and it's less pockets for different things that grow that make you really sick.
I'll be honest with you. My wife prefers it hard.
Yeah. Well,
but I'm sorry to hear about your unfortunate problem.
That's why I'm looking at that Vivor, because it starts off soft, but it can rise to the occasion.
Oh no, his drill though is gas powered, no fans.
He's gonna need the new 80 volt.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna go hardcore.
Yeah, so we took back the car. I didn't return it for $0. We took back the car in a deficit of a couple of thousand. We bought another car. The other one made me sleepy instantly and turned my stomach in knots. So whatever was in there, whether it was mold, whatever it was, highly allergic to it. I've gone to the doctor. I had blood work done the other day to see for hypersensitivities. We are 100% allergic to mold, confirmed. So we're making these decisions. Yeah. We're not making them lightly. This is the last live show I have this occasion. Yeah, I freaking hope so. The only reason why we come back here is to not contaminate the new house. So the plan is to get all of my fine china, because we have like really nice china. It's a British thing. You have china. So we have this bone china that we eat off of. And I'm pretty much going to dunk it in bleach. And then we're going to hose it off with a fucking garden hose. And then we're going to throw it in the dishwasher. And that's going to be the plan. And that's pretty much the only thing that's coming to the house. So I've got...
Panther is gifting 5 people. Look at the llama, who is just hiding in the background or something. Just got a free membership from Panther. East Coast Ken. Free membership. Lewis.
Oh, dang. SEO. Thank you.
Jocelyn East and Robert McNamara. Robert McNamara has been around for a little bit. So glad to see him getting a free membership.
Dude, that's awesome. That location is definitely the drop house. The drop house is the old one, and the new one is the dope spot. Yeah. New one, it's really nice, dude. It's well put together. It's going to be a good house.
Yeah.
We've got so many projects planned. I've already bought the spray foam. So I'm already ready to rip out the sheetrock out of the exterior wall. What? Do the dry heat can't even read right now. Do the heat dry cycle on the dishes.
B-Dub, I'm looking forward to seeing that. I really am.
I got the anchors and hooks and the stuff that to be removed.
Hey, make sure you tag me when you drop that.
Is he making videos?
That's what it just said right there. Anchors and hooks in the septic lid so it can be removed, and shot video doing it that I need to edit yet, dude.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
I gotta be honest with you. I got another buddy. So I'm gonna say that none of this is me.
Beam are we taking down?
None of this is me, and B-Dub, this is not about you, but in the 2.5 years that I have been doing this, at least 7 people have started a channel because of me. Not because of me, because they wanted to, but they use kind of what I do as like a motivation.
Right.
So maybe I just worded it poorly. They wanted to make a channel. They went out and they did it on their own. Right. Well, I have a buddy that I used to work with. He is going to be starting a new RC car channel. And I was talking to him last month and I was just like, dude, let's, I'm walking him through how to start it and whatnot. And it makes me so happy to see people starting down that that journey that I've gone through over the last 2.5 years. Most of it's great. Some of it sucks. Like the money sucks, the trolls suck, but most of it, the building the community, getting to know folks, and really kind of living out that dream that if you watch YouTube, especially in this niche or the tool niche, if you watch YouTube, you want to be on that road. And having over the last 6 or 7 months of that journey, having major companies reach out to me and be like, hey, let us send you some of our products to test out. Living that part of the dream has been phenomenal. And I hope that everybody that starts this, I know Diligent Dave has got a channel that he just started not too long ago here on YouTube, and we support him.
Yeah, seems like it's moving right along too.
Yep, East Coast Can, Impact Nation Tools, which is he's getting to be huge now.
Yeah.
You know, just so many of those guys that we want to support and be like.
Renegades is usually here. Go check out Renegades.
Ren, yep, absolutely, Ren.
Looks like
now the weird thing is, along the way, you lose some people, you know, and you don't want to lose them, but you do. And for those people, you just wish them the best of luck.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
I have no idea what it. Wait. I have no idea what Kansas and Joshua Wilson are talking about, but I think they're going to start doing their OnlyFans together. Look for that content.
Nice. Yeah, man, we're going to cut out like 4 or 5 studs.
Way to go, Dave.
Drop a table right in the middle of the wall. We pull out the exterior wall. We got to put all the tools up. We got to get the shop ready. The Evolution saw is already on site. I don't know if you've been to Walmart recently, but they have a futon that's like leather.
Yeah.
And it's brown or whatever, but the box is like this wide. And it's like 5 foot long and 4 foot tall. Dude, I put all the tools after I wiped them down in that. I couldn't even move the box hardly. I put all the tools in this box, and then I flung it up in the back of the pickup, and I drove to that house. And so I just got just a giant box full of power tools.
Send them
sealed up in the garage.
Send them to me. I'll figure it out. I'll get.
We got all kinds of stuff that we are taking from the garage, but there's a lot of stuff we're probably not going to take. I've got a 60-gallon Husky air compressor that I need to take.
That's great, B-Dub.
I just don't know how I'm going to get it down because I put it up I used a jack to get it all the way up on this kind of bench thing that I built.
Yeah.
On the pallet. And then halfway up there, like it's just kind of teetering. And I realized that if it falls, it's like absolutely going to murder me, right? So it weighs like 300, 400 pounds. It's got to. Like the motor's like this big.
Yeah.
And I think it's 60 amps. And halfway up there, once it's already on the jack and like in the air, I realized I was like, this is a huge mistake. And now I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to get it down. Like it might just have to stay with the freaking house, dude. It might just be part of the house. I don't know. I'll probably end up just calling a local shop and be like, yo, come get this thing for free. Just to help somebody out. I'm not going to leave it at the house.
Did you see this? B-Dub, I used both a Bulldog and a Cobalt SDS plus a rotary hammer.
Mm-hmm.
So far, there's 49 subs on my other channel and a few thousand views so far. Dude, way to go. I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, you definitely want to work on your edits and your delivery early because YouTube pushes out new creators like crazy. The 6 month mark, whatever. If people aren't still watching, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt pretty good. It's the equivalent of not making content when you got 30,000 subs.
Yeah. Well, I could say I haven't taken a break from doing YouTube. When my mother, the day my mother died, I was down in my garage. I was making content. Even when I'm on vacation, I'm making content, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not one of those guys. Like I've never taken a break, so I don't know what it's like. And I'll say this: once you start that journey, you can't stop.
Yeah, you can't stop.
Because if you do, YouTube is just like, oh, you're done.
Yeah, you no longer exist. No, we're gonna try to keep it for real, but it just sucks. I gotta get it out of there.
Yeah.
It'd be stupid not to take it.
I mean,
Man, my biggest excuse, honestly, honest to God, dude, I couldn't stay awake in my own house because I was so allergic to whatever it was. That, I mean, you talked to me on the phone for the last year, dude. I've fallen asleep talking to you on the phone.
B-Dub, you're awesome, man.
If you remember that, and then I had to pretend
Yeah.
like I didn't fall asleep.
I can't tell with you because it's just normal part.
Yeah.
You're a little slow. You take these long pauses in the middle of a conversation for no reason.
Yeah, I actually have not taken my ADHD medicine today at all, and it's pretty normal. If I take it, I'm like, extra slow, and then when I'm in that air, I'm even slower. So I'm definitely feeling, hyperactive today because I completely forgot. I actually put it in my car, and then I forgot to take it. And I did that the other day, and I went to the doctor. They're like, your blood pressure is 165. Is that normal? And I'm like, yes, because I freaking forgot. But
It's what we come to expect from you.
yeah, I actually stopped taking one just to see what would happen because I figured the whatever was in the air was affecting me so much.
My puppy is sleeping under my wheelchair, and she is snoring right now. It's just the most hilarious thing to listen to a puppy
How
snore.
heavy is your dog?
She's pretty light right now, so she's about 50 pounds.
Oh, okay. So probably
But
180 eventually.
Yeah, she'll get up between 140, 180.
Okay.
My last one, Livy, got up to 180 pounds, but she was huge for a female Great Dane.
That is big for a female, yeah.
Got a wireless mic. That's always
Got to get a
important.
wireless mic.
Oh, get the Samsung at Best Buy. It's the one I use.
Yes.
It's phenomenal.
Still
Plug
200
into my
bucks.
phone. It can plug into my computer. It does everything. And once you dial it in and really get to know it, it's perfect.
Just got in, thought he quit the blue pill. That's awesome. What's up, Jamie True? What's up, Scott?
Scott M. He can't quit the blue pill or else his boyfriend will be really upset.
Yeah, he doesn't like that. Growls
Or
at me.
Sancho. That's ma'am to you, Jamie. You guys have been reading my responses to comments too much.
So the top test stuff, man. What'd you think about the top test stuff? 1 out of 10. What do you rate it?
Which
Overall.
one? Which
It
one?
just overall is everything top test that you've ever gotten. 1 out of 10.
Gas meter is a 10.
Okay.
This thing is a good solid 7.
Oh, did they send you that?
No.
Let me see that. I hadn't seen that one. I don't have anything top test in this apartment, dude, but you got to appreciate that they keep the same consistent look throughout all their products.
Yeah, I picked this up because I wanted to measure the wind speed of
How fast you're blowing them like you're knowing them.
of vacuum cleaners, of Makita guys, of job site blowers, not Makita guys,
It's a psychometer.
and like axial fans and stuff. I wanted to test out the speed. I can tell you that the rigid fan that I have here can peak at 17 miles an hour, which is pretty good for a 10-inch fan. And I think it normally goes about 9, but every once in a while it gives a burst. So have enough videos, contents for 3 months every day posting. My channel got to 20K subs in a year. I deleted it in 2014. Too many strikes. Oh, Panther, dude. Yeah.
They started that music strike thing.
I've only had one strike and then they took it off. Like after so many days or months or whatever, it finally came off. So as of right now, I'm strike free and still until YouTube starts reading through my comments.
We started we started posting things about things, and I had a strike that took itself off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very interesting message.
Did you tell them that you didn't happen to mention that you were advised not to show that stuff and to keep your content focused?
I was not. I was that was before they even had any rules about it. They were like, hey, we don't want you posting this. And I was like, oh, freaking good to know. And then that was the end of that. Oh. For me, not the end of the conversation. That was the end of
and that was YouTube.
Popularity. Yeah, that was YouTube. No, that was Google. Directly from Google. About a YouTube video. Which is the same thing, but it wasn't the YouTube typical strike thing. It was like, hey motherfucker, you better shut up. Yeah. Hang on.
I'm very forward. Like I have more content ideas than I know what to do with. I'm never hurting for content, and it's been 2.5 years, and I've made over almost 11 or 1,200 videos.
You know what that is, right?
I can't even read it.
I'm keeping it blurry for a reason. Everyone should know what that is.
It was something search, and it's a pecker.
That's a legitimate path that the boat took. Completely legitimate. And it caused everything that you're dealing with now. That's what they blame it on anyway.
I'm sorry, I'm fat, so it took me a minute to recognize it.
If you look it up, because Snopes will say, hey, actually, this is mostly true. And you're like, well, what's mostly true about it? And they're like, well, it did draw a giant dick in the ocean. And they're like, this also did happen, but the reason why they say that it happened isn't true. Well, it still happened. It still happened. You can't deny that, something weird happened. Tell me I can't talk about it.
Is that when it was all backed up?
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah.
They needed something to do. And they did what every other guy in the world would do, apparently.
That was right before it happened.
Look.
That boat did that before it got stuck. Which means it wasn't an accident.
Have you ever had a friend fallen asleep drunk at a party? What's the first thing that comes to your mind after you draw a mustache on his face?
The fact that happened, the crew had no idea it even happened. So whatever programming, told the boat to do that, it was just out there doing it. And they're just out at sea along for the ride.
Scott M said that was in a sea anal. I mean a canal. Sorry, I read that wrong.
A sea anal. Yeah, that wasn't a canal. That
write them down, Dave. That's what I do. I write down I actually have a whiteboard that has song lyrics that I was supposed to be doing with Suburban Beard for the last year, but before that, I had at least 30 video ideas that was listed on it, and I even had days of the week, times that I wanted to upload. Every once in a while, I would write my hook, which is the first 3 seconds of a video on there. And I'll be honest with you, some of the most effective videos that I had when I started out came from that whiteboard, and they were ideas that I was making or that I wrote down while I was making other content.
I write stuff down, but then I forget what I wrote down, and then I lose the paper.
Panther says you think I have friends.
Yeah. So you say it's not relevant. In the chat below, give me a yes or a no. And for context, whenever this was happening, I went out and I bought my rigid spindle sander. I bought my Delta jointer. I bought my whole off-grid solar setup. I bought all the batteries. I bought the solar charge controller. I bought the inverter. I bought just a whole bunch of stuff that I knew was going to increase in price like tenfold, right? As a
Hooker.
tool channel, it seems pretty relevant to let people know that the stuff that you might want
What's up,
might
your boy?
triple in price. Seems like a legitimate cause for a video.
Yeah, but not on a tool channel. No.
But not on a tool channel. Like, get your tools now before you know. Well, you can't say we were wrong.
No. Look. I do my damnedest to keep anything that is remotely political off of my channel.
It was supposed to be political. That's the whole point, though.
But it is.
I guess.
Did you all see leaked fourth quarter sales? I have not, ya boy. Yeah. Look, the best ideas that you have, you release on a Friday or a Saturday. That's what I'll tell you, Dave. The rest of the week is kind of filler because most people aren't on YouTube during the week. Most people are on YouTube during the weekend. Did you talk to the Milwaukee rep today? Mine is coming in town on Friday, and Home Depot is having free tacos for lunch. So obviously, no, mine is tomorrow. No, wait. Oh, shit.
Tomorrow's
it was
Wednesday.
Today. It was today, and I
was
forgot
Taco
to
Tuesday, and you missed Taco Tuesday.
They were launching the Forge batteries at my Home Depot today.
What?
And
Really?
I forgot to go. Yeah, they were going to have a whole display. I forgot to go, and Craig was Craig Tools was also supposed to be at Lowe's, I want to say, and they were going to have a big display today too. And I was hanging out with my puppy and trying to rent my other house out today, so I forgot all about it. I wish he had sent me a message, but no, they're definitely doing some big stuff this week, letting folks know about those new Forge batteries. So,
that reminds me. I also bought a what was it called? A Duramax. I bought a Duramax dual fuel generator as well.
It's not where I thought you were going to go with that.
Double-ended fuel. Double-ended fuel reservoir.
It vibrates back and forth.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
What else did I do? Oh, I bought the generator cord, and then I was doing a testing video, and I locked that son of a bitch right in half, dude. Nobody even knew. I literally just ran it right through the saw, and I was like, "What was that?" I looked underneath it. I was like, "Oh, that's nice. $60 cord." But does it glow in the dark?
I got my Furman 2100 watt generator last year for $99, down from $500.
Who is OPT?
Other people's tools? No, it's Ohio Power Tools.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Who's the one that did me? Oh, Acme. Acme just borrows your money, dude. They have no intention on getting your pre-order this. Like, remember when you could pre-order something at GameStop and then it was actually there that midnight? You stay up till midnight and go get it.
So, there's a
Pepperidge
little
Farm
different.
Remembers.
It's a little different with Power Tools because each company is only getting certain amounts. Home Depot is going to easily get the lion's share. Easily going to get the lion's share because they're the biggest retailer out there. And then it'll trickle down to the other ones. Ace Hardware will be up next, but they're not going to get nearly as many as Home Depot.
Right.
And then you look at Acme, Ohio Power Tools, some of the others. Well, they're small potatoes, grand scheme of things. They're small potatoes compared to Home Depot. So they're not going to get nearly as many. And if they've got 10,000 pre-orders, but they're only guaranteed 1,000, what? You got to wait.
I suppose. I don't like it.
Interact back up. Oh,
I don't like that you made it okay either. That's not okay.
What?
I don't like how you justified it.
It's not a justification. It's an explanation. It's what happens.
Are we?
It also
Are we
happens
gonna
at
break up? Are we having an
GameStop.
argument right now?
No, it also happens at GameStop because back in the day when Xbox and whatnot were going real big and it wasn't digital online content where you could pre-order it and just download it that day.
Yeah.
Back in the day when it was discs, not every store would get the same amount. So if they had 50 pre-orders, they only got 25, the first 25.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Wile
You're making
Wile E.
Kansas schools
Coyote was a
nervous.
super genius.
Kansas, you're not
he's
going to be an
mom.
orphan. Don't worry.
He's mom. That's
I
why
get
they
him on
call
the
me daddy.
weekends. Damn it. I get him on the weekends.
You got the kids. Now what?
I don't like you getting scared. All right.
Why? We're not arguing. I'm just explaining what happened, and he's throwing.
I don't like the tone that you used when you said it was okay that they didn't send me my battery. And you're not thinking about my feelings. You're just well, facts and statistics and logic, and I don't want any fucking part of it.
Yeah,
I don't appreciate it.
that's why I'm the dad. Dads bring facts, statistics, and logic, and moms bring feelings. So
You're just completely disregarding me and my feelings. That's right. You should know by now, just like what the therapist said,
yeah,
that you need to
Santa's
fight.
a tooth fairy and your mold problem.
You need
Not
to
real.
you need to fight fairly and use non-inflammatory language. And there's boundaries, and you can't cross those boundaries of fighting fairly. You need to. We can come to a common agreement that Acme Tools completely bent me over and raw dogged it when I was waiting for my Power Stack 5.0 for 5 months.
It wasn't even the 5.0. That's the sad part. It was the 1.7.
No, it was the 5.
No, it was the 1.7.
They did it to both of them, and it was the 5 the
And you
second
know what's
time.
funny? What's funny
Because
is
I
I'm
keep
like,
coming back for more.
I'm just gonna wait until they have it in the store. Then I'm just gonna walk in and buy it. And you're like, I'm gonna get mine first. Who got theirs first? Who got it first?
Yeah.
Who got it first? And I was like, I'm just gonna go to Home Depot.
I'm still salty about it, buddy.
What's up, Paul Dub?
W?
We're just about to break out the whiteboard in your honor.
I actually have one brand new in the package, ready to go.
The Ratchet is the most expensive option.
We Times Best Buy close.
Hey,
We close
you
at
know
9.
what? We can both do the whiteboard and really make Paul happy.
Oh yeah.
I can bring out those song lyrics that I've had written there. I can't even contact Beard anymore. He doesn't take my phone calls.
Oh yeah, you wrote that song just for him to serenade him. I forgot.
No. He said, let's do a collab. I was like, great. I've got an idea doing Gangster's Paradise
Yeah.
and changing the music or the lyrics to be more like power tool oriented or whatever. And ain't heard from him since.
I'm very familiar with the plague, sir. What say ye?
I say we both busted out the whiteboard. Both
I don't
of
want
us.
to open mine. I don't want to get mold on it.
You know what? I've got the glowing whiteboard. We call it the blackboard, but it glows. I got
that is
over
cool.
there, too.
You write like fluorescence on it and stuff.
Yeah.
That is
I've got
cool.
that. I've got the actual whiteboard. We can hook you up, Paul. We don't want you to feel left out on this.
Oh, they
I got
close
the
it.
DeWalt 4-bay flat charger and can charge 4 5.0 power stack batteries simultaneously. That's cool. You sent me that 6-bay charger from Rigid. That's the only charger I use now. I love it.
Nice. Oh, They close at 8. Why do they close at 8? I was going to return this computer.
Yeah, you have to do it tomorrow while you're working.
While I'm working. Hey, I was working hard today. I had like 3 total stops, and I went to a car wash, and I walk up and they've got pipes stubbed out of the floor where like the control arm used to be for like the enter and exit. Yeah. It's right in front of the freaking service, and they had already moved it. So I was like, okay, cool. Pipes are going to be out of the way. We have working clearance. I opened up the, I almost pulled out my phone, but I didn't want to be too disrespectful because I wasn't sure who did it. But it actually turns out the utility company did it. They stripped off this more. They stripped off this much insulation off of one of their conductors before they landed on the tran socket.
Perfect.
Yeah. I was like, what the heck happened here? Like someone got hungry? Like the wire was long enough too. It's like, I don't even know why they would even do it.
I'm just going to say this for the people that say inspections don't inspect themselves. His is the only job that you can be at home and have dudes send you a picture while you're watching fucking Sesame Street in your underwear at home.
We did that during all the craziness of 2020, right? And this guy didn't show up for his inspection. So we drive to the house and we would do the FaceTime actually on site, but would be in our car. So instead of just being at the office, we would actually go on site, make contact with the person, tell them to go inside and get the video, what's going on. And it was a general contractor, which is really well known in the area. They do usually a really good job. And they have multiple contractors under their belt, and they're like a tight-knit team. So the plumber guy knows the electrician, and everybody kind of knows everybody. And the electrician didn't show up, and the plumber was there. So I'm having to go through the house, and he's doing the wall spacing, 6 foot in the room and then 12 foot after. And he's looking at the fan rated boxes, and he's looking at the switches in every room, and he's looking at the smoke detectors. And anytime there's 12.3, he's going to have a fan rated box. This was before the 2020 code.
Yeah.
Because it was 2020 then, which means we're in the 17 code. So you didn't have the stupid rules like you did then.
Yeah.
I digress. All right. So we're looking at all this stuff, and we're going through. And I'm like, okay, good, cool. Now go in the next room. And he's following the baseboard. And he's doing all the plugs and everything. And he turns the camera and is like, do you really look at all this shit? I was like, yes, keep going. But I guess with plumbing, it's like if it's leaking, it's leaking. If it's not, it's not. And then you've got like different certain fittings that you would attach. And then that's pretty much it for your inspection, But with electrical, there's a lot of different things you can and can't do. And it's, just more to look at for an inspection, kind of like the framing inspection is pretty entailed because you're looking at a whole bunch of different ways to do something versus whenever you're just looking at the sheetrock.
Yeah. So it's funny you should say that because I stumbled upon a channel a few days ago. It's a good sized channel, so they don't need a shout out from me or really from anyone.
Right on.
But it's called Good Enough Construction.
Okay.
And it's a bunch of short videos of professional contractors that have just monkeyed up an entire job.
Oh, it sounds familiar.
One of them was like we didn't put in long enough nails in the framing, and like the whole one side of a house is down. It's like a brand new framing job, and one whole side of the house is down, and there's like a couple of 2x4s that are still up, and they're like, those are our support structure. And it's just funny. He makes up little songs about different trades and all that, and it's kind of funny. Not for everyone, but it's kind of funny. I'm looking at it. I've seen probably 10 of their videos, and I'm just like, oh yeah. And those are the people that make comments on your video middle of the day.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
that's awesome, Richard, right there.
30 years in the trade, and
yeah, I've been doing this for 30 years.
You're middle of the day on a Tuesday. You're here. You must be a highly sought after professional.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Getting a new mower sent to you from DeWalt. That's awesome.
Dude, that is well. You know what? I've heard that about DeWalt's warranty. It's very good. Somebody, and I don't know this for myself because I've never warranted a Milwaukee product, but somebody was complaining about Milwaukee products, because the
Switches.
date code comes off of them after use a
Oh,
lot.
that's true. It does.
So they're like, cover it up with black tape and it'll be there when your tool breaks.
Black tape. Yeah.
And I was like, what? Just go buy another one like every other professional.
Most inspectors around here will send the contractor a fake picture of random crap just to piss them off and say they didn't pass.
I'm not saying anything, but you know how there was that D handle versus barrel grip debate here on YouTube? Well, Cooch sends contractors pictures of him holding his D handle by the barrel grip. Like he absolutely trolls those guys.
That's funny. The batteries are more than the mower. Yeah. So they're sending you batteries too, huh?
That's awesome that they're standing behind their product like that.
The hey, Ty, just send in your shorts and get views and send them a spot them to pass the inspection. That's how you lose your job.
Comments that hit the like.
That's how you lose your job. Actually, I got one here. Check this out. This is a retention clip. Gotta be careful with this. Hang on.
Since it is funny, Souls. 10 years ago, Milwaukee stamped the date code in ink on top. Since it changed to only ink, they do tend to rub off easier. I come some of the
phone.
Cover over some with masking tape. Man, just take pictures of them. Just take pictures of them and upload them. Then you'll have them and you don't have to worry about it.
This is
I heard Harbor Freight really stands behind Hercules. That's true. They stand behind all of their products. So it doesn't make sense for me when dudes are crapping on Harbor Freight. I'm not a Harbor Freight guy, but hey, if that's where you shop and that's what works for you, I don't give a shit. Use it.
If I turn this sideways, nothing.
But they do stand behind their stuff. So you got to respect that.
That's waiting for it to focus in so you can see the screw head right there. That's a portion that screws to the it looks like it's really close to the main lugs, but it's not.
Yeah.
Because it's a step further forward.
Yeah.
But that clip actually goes in between the handle to keep that breaker on. And the reason for that, we talked about it a couple of times, but the reason for that is that this breaker actually feeds the bus.
Yep.
And not vice versa. So typically your bus would feed your breaker, and when you pull the breaker off, the breaker's dead. But in this case, the breaker is always on and it's feeding the panel. So you want the retention clip, that way you can't pull the breaker off.
Sorry, we had a request for cowbell.
Nice. I didn't see it. But,
by the way, that cowbell, he actually took off his wife when they got married. He didn't want other guys finding her. I'm not going to explain that anymore. Well, Sears used to. Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, if you bought Craftsman at Sears, you can take it into, like, if it breaks or whatever, you can take it into Lowe's and they'll replace it.
Not at my Lowe's. Same make, same model, same this, same. I tried to take a torque wrench and they're like, well, this is the exact model. I'm like, yeah, it was 30 years ago.
They're supposed to upgrade it. That's part of their deal.
That didn't freaking happen. Then I tried again later, hoping they're going to forget, and they didn't forget. I tried twice in like course of 3 months. They wouldn't do it.
You need to talk to somebody. You should call those themselves, because that's what they're supposed to do. It's supposed to be like a no hassle warranty through Craftsman.
That's what I thought.
Even the old stuff, and they're supposed to replace it.
I even bought one that was like, or not. I even found one that was very similar. It wasn't the same. It was slightly longer, but still had that red locking. You know what I'm talking about, with black handle, little red quarter turn to lock it. Very standard. and no, they weren't having it. Anyway, I was doing this car wash, right? And I've got a lot of experience industrial. So I built a Nestle Waters, I built a White Wave, I built a Niagara Waters, Coca-Cola's. I didn't build that, but I did a lot of work out there. Pepsi's.
I mean, you did
American Beverages.
You did take the Coca-Cola glass bottles and just put them on your face. So
yeah, it's pretty thick. So industrial and PLCs and shields and cables and all that stuff is something that pretty experienced with. And at a certain point, man, when you got the owner, you got the future maintenance guy, you got 2 electricians, you got the data guy, and they're all just kind of standing around, and you're just absolutely just thrashing the job on nitpicky stuff, and the electrician's done like a fairly decent job. It starts getting really awkward because it's almost like you're just nitpicking them to death. And you start to like justify what I can't say too much about what I said to do it because there's very few cities that have the standards that ours has, and it's very distinctive what we have. So I started pointing to that and be like, look, there's only 15 cities that have this, and in United States, and we're one of them. So we're very, very educated with what we know, and we're just really on it, And I was like, I'm going to get my boss out here and have him kind of go through everything. That way we're all on the same page. If there's any gray areas, we can help you guys get a little bit further. He can approve stuff, or at least help the job go more smoothly for you guys. Because it's not just me saying it and then relaying, it's him deciding it. And then he's well versed on the situation to where he's comfortable doing it. And I can do that for you, but I can't do it without him here. And so I call him. He's like, I'm 8 minutes out. My buddy calls me because I'm fixing to go pick up a rental. And he's like, hey, where are you at? And I tell him where I'm at. So he drops in too. So now we got 3 inspectors. Oh, I got one job just picking it apart. And right before they got there, I was telling them about the working clearance and the disconnects and the bonding bushings because they had seal tight and they had 480. And you have to use bonding bushings anytime you're 250 volts or more to ground. My kids are kind of loud. I'm going to fix that.
Yeah. Hit that reduce background noise button. So I'm reading the chat as he's talking. I'm reading the chat and I'm seeing what you guys are saying. And I got to be honest with you, like the only tools I've ever done a warranty on are rigid. And it was really, really simple because I live more than an hour away from a Home Depot. They were like, we'll just send you a new one. I tried to warranty the Flex hammer drill when I got it because I snapped the chuck off a couple of times and burned up the motor on one. And still waiting for that email. It's only been a year. Anyway, not really saying much for their service there, but as far as returns go, I gotta be honest with you. I just go buy new. Like I'm just like when we were out in the field. If something broke, we didn't. If we had a useless piece of that was on the job site that we wanted to get rid of because he was slowing down work, we'd send him into Home Depot or Lowe's with the fucking bucket and be like, "Hey, warranty these." And that was just to get rid of him. Like literally just to get rid of them for a few hours. And then we'd be like, buy all new, by the way, while you're there.
Yeah, mine was an excuse just to buy more tools.
Yeah. So whenever something broke, we would just go buy new. Now,
my kids get louder. My wife is going, shh. She just keeps talking louder and louder.
Yeah, we can hear hit that reduce background noise.
I already did.
It ain't working. Okay.
No, it's not working. Hang on.
I'm just saying, Joshua, you should do it.
Let me try. Whoa. Hey, does that work better? Is that better?
Yeah.
It is.
Paul W. said he just found out in California.
Hey, is that helping?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm still playing with it.
Oh, well, we didn't even see the tweezers. Anyway, I just found out.
You couldn't see the three. Hang on.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah. Sorry. I just found out in California, apparently you can fill a cart under $900 and walk out, and it's perfectly legal to skip the register. That is true. It's
Dang.
not a crime. Well, it's a misdemeanor if they catch you.
Yeah.
It's a misdemeanor. But the employees aren't allowed to stop you. And the police likely won't even go after you if you take 9. And it's not just California. There are, I think New York is the same way right now. There was a huge problem in Chicago because it's pretty much the same way in Chicago, which is why you had stores closing down in those areas and just leaving up. But Home Depot, even though they have massive profits and whatnot, they announced that they were closing stores in certain areas because of theft. I have a couple of coworkers that I would love to send with a bucket. You should. I should move to Cali. Who needs to work with the laws like this? And the worst part is most of those guys are just selling it to literally blow it, if you know what I'm saying. Ironically enough, I've got 2 guys and 2 buckets for tomorrow. Perfect. Oh, that's what we used to do in the solar world. We sent the most useless guy with a bucket just to get him out of there. And then we would get more work done when he wasn't there because we weren't having to yell at him and stop what we were doing to go over and rescue him from his own stupidity. So you should always have a bucket, or you can always send them into the stores for things that aren't there, and just be like, nope, they're on there. Just ask an employee for help, and that'll always give you a few hours. The cops show up way after the fact. Think about workers' comp cases. We fight minimum 25,000 cases for people who say they didn't get their allotted breaks. I was a horrible employee because I never took a break. I never took a lunch. I would just work all day. And I figure like the in-between times when you're not working is your break. OSHA requires ladders to get into our small dump trucks. It's a $50,000 fine for not having the ladder on the truck. Oh, brother. Well, I did that video where I'm just like, look, a little impact's more dangerous than you think. I thought it was a very clear-cut video. Hey, if you're using power tools, wear hearing protection. Apparently, it was just a form of making a pissing contest with people who don't believe in hearing protection, or they're not smart enough to take care of themselves. And I was just like, look, dudes, this is important. And they're like, oh, hammer drilling. Look, if something as small as an impact driver can damage your ears, it makes sense to use hearing protection. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
But they were like, no, whine, cry, bitch, complain, piss and moan, whatever. I'm just like, God, you're a bunch of bitches. OSHA is out of their minds, and people wonder why companies cheat. You don't look like you skip lunch. No, I didn't skip dinner, Dave. I'm fat because my wife's a great cook.
My favorite OSHA rule.
And I also got hit by a car, crippled.
Oh yeah, we got the whiteboard.
Yeah, Paul Dub's in his glory right now. He's like, whiteboard. Whoop, whoop.
You know what? Actually, this is your platform here, right?
Are you talking about some shit we talked about 5 minutes ago?
I don't think so. Are you talking about safety harnesses?
Paul does like he's gotta go. I think he's afraid of the whiteboard. Don't
I
forget
like
to
how
leave
you
the
have
dongle.
to.
Don't
If this
forget
is
to
6
leave.
feet here,
Yeah, don't forget to leave the dongle.
hey, you gotta have the dongle. What's going on with paint right now?
Just user
Oh, there we
error.
go. No. Wait, yes. Hang on. Fixed it. I like how if you're on a 6 foot platform, you gotta have a 6 foot. You gotta have a 6 foot bungee. You ever notice that your freaking lanyard thing is like 6 foot long, so you still hit the floor,
Yeah,
but you gotta tie off.
yeah.
That's my favorite one.
That's Paul on the ledge right there.
Yeah. Hey, it looks like a Superman with a cape.
The cape's a little low. It looks like Lorena Bobbitt got to him just from where you put that, sir. Don't die off just yet. Take it easy, Juan.
Nice.
Oh, now it's a cape. I get you.
Heck yeah.
Or a Colombian necktie.
Well, hang on. That's a really, yeah.
Long tongue. That's Gene
Yeah.
Simmons from Kiss.
Gene Simmons Colombian necktie. That's great. Oh man. Yeah, so man, we were just nitpicking this job to death, and it was still done really good. But they had like self tappers every once in a while for bonding and just different stuff, you know. And then
Professional.
I can tell they're starting to like think that the calls are getting too excessive, right? Because I'm starting to get like some blowback on what I'm saying. And I'm like, all right, dude, I'm just gonna get my boss out here, and he's pretty much gonna tell you exactly what I'm telling you. I was like, just so you know, I'm a lot more easygoing, and we're all just as thorough. I'm just trying to be real with you, you know.
Yeah.
And as soon as that boss gets on site, he's trying to meet the owners, but there's like this beacon going off on what's going wrong in the corner, and it's catching his eye, and you can tell, and it's kind of going like this while he's talking to the guys, and he's like, but then he walks straight over beelines for the freaking seal type, pops open the disconnect, and he's like, where's your bonding bushing? Where's this? Where's that? It starts going off on these guys. And I'm like, yeah, get him.
I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but you left your pencil on the sawhorses, and you left your tape measure by your miter saw.
Dang, that hits home.
I always use drywall screws for my faceplate 2-inch self-tappers on my bus bars.
Not a boxes or in a bonding mission. That's awesome.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, I had this one guy ask me about SO cord for his motors. It was in the wet area, and then he had cable tray. And I'm like, hey, well, first off, are you running on the cable tray? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, why don't you use tray cable? And he's like, oh, well, I got SO cord. And I'm like, yeah, but tray cable, are you going on PLCs? Like, because if you got PLCs, you're going to have a shield on your cable.
Yeah.
And we actually ran into a scenario where we stupidly did this, but for some of the run, it was tray cable, and then we went to EMT. And the EMT acted as a shield as well. So when you land your shields, you only land one side. So the braiding on some of your cable jackets will have like a wire mesh to it.
Yeah.
And you fold it up and you turn it into like a straight conductor where you just twist it all together. Yeah. And kind of like on the coax cable, that braided mesh is actually the shield on some other cables. So on the coax, it's actually like a conductor. But on some of these shielded cables, that braided mesh turns into an actual conductor, like where it's a shield.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to land it on one side inside the PLC cabinet, and you're supposed to not on the other side. And we had a scenario where it was acting as a double shield because the EMT was electrically conductive all the way. And then you were bonded on one side with the shield, so you had like a kind of a capacitor going on to where when you have a start-stop station for like a, you ever played with motor controls where you've got a
Only with myself.
a magnetic pulse or a magnetic
We had a pulse, yeah.
let me show you. You might have a
Just saying, it's really easy for me.
you have a holding contact here.
Oh,
Yes.
who's holding?
Hang on, let me show you.
Oh, okay.
That's your holding contact, right?
Yeah.
And there's your push button. So when you hit this down here, when you push this down, this closes. And then the way that it's wired, even once you release off of this button, it's like a momentary contact. This stays shut as long as the motor's running. So you'll have a motor over here.
Yeah.
And this motor will keep this contact on, even though you've already released off of the start button.
Nice.
So it's not a switch, it's just a momentary push. This just goes straight down once and then this stays on. Well, we had that scenario where we couldn't actually turn motors off because the shields were acting like, had induction and it was creating its own current on the grounds. So I started asking him all that, and he didn't really know the answer. He was like, well, I just wanted to do this. And then the control guy comes in and he was like, man, you need to tell them they need to be using tray cable, and you need to tell them they better be using this and better be landing the shields. And I'm like, dude, you're speaking my language. Like, it was a cool conversation. We just kind of nerded out on industrial. Yeah, making a guy who looks at things job easy does sound important. Yeah. Purple is 12.3 and blue is 14.3. Supposedly it makes it easier for inspector to spot 3 conductor.
He was asking if you saw the blue and purple Romex.
You know what? Didn't I post that video? Or did I not post that video? Did I make that video and not post it? Just cover where all the boxes go. Was that members only? The first time ever I saw blue Romex. And I saw purple the other day.
Dave, you've got to remove the pocket pussy at night, sir. And you won't wake up with conductive wood.
Nice. The warehouse is mixing cold and hot, and there's no hot water in the building. So today I was in a building with 2 hot water heaters. One blue, so I had to backfeed the other half of the building with the hot water heater. So
all I got out of that is one hot water heater was really popular.
It sounds like you just mixed the temperatures and now you just got lukewarm water, but it's only warm because one water heater is not capable of heating up all that amount of surface area of water. Today I was in a building with 2 hot water heaters, one blue, so I backfed the other half of the building with the hot water heater side. I capped off the blown hot water side. Now somehow the warehouse is mixing hot and there's no hot water in the building.
The drill dough is not a pacifier. I repeat, the drill dough is not a pacifier.
That's a good public service announcement you just did there, buddy.
You're dating my Makita guy.
If it sounds like glass on your teeth, you should.
Your boy Bram, I believe that's a bona fide offer to Mr. Wilson, who wakes up with digested wood.
Sure it is. Yes. Sounds like termites.
I don't know where this conversation took such a left turn, but I'm pretty sure it's Pooch's fault.
Yeah. It just sounds like somewhere that they're crossed.
Actually, what it most likely sounds like is that the temperature regulator between the two is somehow, because like they all have it, is probably stuck open somewhere. So it's allowing hot water through when it shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a valve issue somewhere.
Unfortunately, it's a warehouse, so you can just kind of track down all the pipe, maybe.
I mean, anyone that I know of that's good at tracking down pipe is...
I'm a Makita guy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where you're pointing. Why are you pointing up?
Up there.
Where? Oh, damn it.
It's got a ratty ass beard and an Ariat hat on.
That's awesome.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, I guess I need to post some
Moving
content, but also need to post a poll. Put some V4 products up. See what you guys want to see at some point. We need to pour pads in the back. Well, we got to cut up the yard first. Might have to rent a freaking skid steer.
How big is he that you need a pad in the back?
Pretty big. I thought you were going over to Makita's story in the warehouse where there were two, but one blue.
The one blue was way more popular.
That's great. Have you ever seen where they do the pads like this? Oh crap! You just pour like a bunch of
like the ones with the wings for extra absorbency.
No, you do like the concrete stepping stones that you pour, and then in between there you put gravel.
No,
you haven't seen that? It's kind of popular here. Anybody that does landscaping, Joshua will know.
I to be honest with you,
it goes last, Joshua.
I'd pour freaking stone down and just call it a day.
You can't do stone here in the city.
That's because your city sucks. I live in America.
So I can do, why did I do that? Whatever. I can do gravel like this, and then this is where I'd park, and the car would pretty much go like, sure, my car's a question mark. Car would go like that.
Hey, Tard.
Hey.
You know you're not sharing your screen, right?
Hey guys, I'm not sharing the screen.
So you're going, hey, everything.
Let me just grab it for you. Let me just grab it for you. There's my car.
I'm a fucking idiot.
So these are the poured pads, right? Just get some 2x4s, 2x6s, some rebar, and then in between goes gravel. And then the car is right here. How do these hold up? Driving on them. I know for pools, they work pretty well for deck. Yes, they are good. Form is all one piece, then separate by 2x6 on their sides. Sweet car. Put stone down and I'll call the inspector. Oh wait, look who we're talking to, shaking my head. I already asked the property standards guy what I can get away with. And this is about as cheap as I can go. Or just do a plain concrete slab. I could do that.
Let's just dive on the dirt.
All right, let's bring up the house. What's a concrete slab going to cost? Let me see here.
If you can get it from Kentucky, I'm pretty sure you know a guy.
Yeah. Hang on.
He'd come out and pour if you offered the slap and tickle. $20 a square foot, he says. Dude, just plain concrete slab. Dude, I was like, I could just go out there and make one. Do a little dry.
Just do a little dry. We got chain link all the way around, right?
Yeah.
Hey, we can see it. Amazing. I actually didn't mess it up.
Almost like you were sharing your screen or something.
It's almost as if I was doing what I should.
Look, just plain would be $10 to $12 a square foot.
All right, so how wide is the slab typically? So This is what I'm thinking. This tree's going to go. It's already ready to fall on my house. I don't need any more of that, right? So this tree's gone. And then I'm thinking, like, you can't even really see that, can you?
Joshua Wilson says, "Don't do a dry pour." I don't know. I've been hearing guys say that they have had really good luck with it. Yeah, we can see the lines. I mean, I'm glad you made them gray.
I know. Yeah, I know.
For extra difficulty.
I know. I'm working on
white it. Wouldn't show up any better or something.
Yeah, I know. There we go.
So $7 in Missouri, dude. I'm with you. Actually, in Missouri, because we live in the land of the free and the home of the brave, we can just do whatever the hell we want.
And then
I have a stone driveway. Just so you know, cost me $200, and it's a tenth of a mile.
some kind of carport, right?
No, I don't have a carport.
No, I'm talking
trees.
Here.
These things are called trees.
Trees, yeah.
Yeah, we're big believers in trees in Missouri, the land of the free.
Well, you can't argue with that.
Are you going to use ground grid?
Rebar?
Hire somebody. Yes.
Where should I put the carport? Do we put it away from the house?
Over the top of the cars.
Or do we put it over here next to the house? I think it's probably better.
Straightest area. This seems like a no-brainer. What's the longest straightest area?
Well, probably over here, right? That's probably the best thing to do. So then we do 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a really short carport.
Are you going to get the Vevor carport? A Vevor carport.
I could, I suppose. What's that going to cost me? Like, so this is, hang on, I'll get you the dimension of this room right now.
Why don't you just tell them that that's the one you want to do a review on?
Bring it up. Ground grid keeps...
I hate you so much.
The gravel in place and prevents erosion. So I talked to the property guy and he said that he'll let me get away with a little bit of gravel. So I could probably gravel like 8 feet here next to the house and then park like 2 wheels, just the front 2 wheels, a little bit on the gravel. And he'd get away with it as long as it looks like it's on gravel. But as far as the whole thing being gravel, it's not going to happen. Not allowed. I could even gravel this if I wanted to, this section, and then just pour this with concrete.
Yeah.
What's something like this going to cost?
I don't know. It costs as much as, you to call a professional and be like, how much does this cost? I want my free damn estimate.
If you do concrete,
they only have
the
soft top.
Yeah.
They only have the soft top.
I know.
From Vevor, but they've got a 10 by 20 foot with 8 legs, sidewalls for $251.99. It's a steal.
We will
rock you.
Yeah, bump. We'll be doing Pierce, so we'll do at least 3 foot.
Why don't you just build your own? Build your own damn carport. They're easy.
I probably will. Just get the kit or whatever.
You don't even need a kit. You just need some 4x4s.
Steel, yes. My buddy just built one. I gave him a whole bunch of steel.
You could literally just do a cedar one. Make some rafters and buy some sheet steel, some corrugated.
I was editing one day and the wife came in with the Tundra, shook the whole damn house, but she didn't hit the house.
So make it extra wide, like you like your butt.
I'll only ever buy at least 4-inch steel again because it didn't even care, dude. Like that steel bumper on that Tundra, I had to get a ratchet strap and rope it around like the 3,300 pound pull one, and wrap it around the beam, and then put the hook on the bumper of the truck to pull the bumper away from the wheel.
All right. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna build yours with steel. I'll build one just for the fuck of it out of wood. Not only will I be finished faster.
You got termites.
It's in my house.
If you got termites in your house, you got them in your yard.
Yeah, but I'm not made of wood, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Plus, we just had it all sprayed. So anyway, I'll get some. I'll get some cedar, and I'll even buy an auger.
Yeah.
And I'll build mine.
Get a Vevor auger.
Actually, I could ask for an auger from Vevor. I asked for one from Rigid because I was like, hey,
I should ask for an auger too.
I just sent, like, I just did this today. And I'm like, I also sent Klein in Milwaukee an invitation to do a showdown on my channel. Anyway, but I was busy today. I was bored because Cooch doesn't call me anymore. Anyway, so
I'm sorry.
I was thinking, like, I sent Rigid a message, and I was like, hey, you know, if you guys have the track saw, I have Parkinson's disease. I can't use a circ saw anymore. Now, I don't know if anybody's actually spoken to a member of the community that has Parkinson's.
I bet you Etch-a-Sketches are motherfuckers. Go on.
I can barely write, so you mix that with the Alzheimer's and I'm fucked. Anyway, but and they were like, no, it's sold out. It's not even available online. And I'm like, well, that sucks. So I was like, what about the auger? And I'm like, I got a project that I can do with the auger, because I'm actually going to go under my my living room where we found all the termite damage, and I am going to dig a hole and put a solid foundation footer under there, so that it holds up that area of the house and it'll last forever, as opposed to what they did, which is just put everything on cinder block.
All right.
Are really happy with the guy that built the house now. Anyway, I was like, I could go under there and do that, but if we're going to do a little carport showdown, you know, I could be like, this is what I'm going to do. And I'll just go out there and do it, and then I'll have mine all built while you're waiting for your kit to come in.
I gotta get mine permitted too. So you're
I win.
Yeah,
I'm gonna win by month.
You already win.
I'm gonna win by months. I don't even have to do anything.
I probably will do the carport before I even do the concrete, though, just because. Maybe that's a bad idea. I don't know.
I'll even get them to come out and put another 3 inches of stone in my driveway for $200. How's Texas?
What should that cost? Call that 30 by 30. What's 30 by 30?
I can still get 14 and 16 foot pieces of cedar out here for cheap.
What should I expect? Okay, so let's call that 20. So that's 15. Okay, let's do this.
How wide is your carport going to be? 13 feet?
Double car, so
so you're going to go at 20. Least 20?
Yeah, probably 22, something like that.
Joshua Wilson says do it 30 by 30 so that you don't
carport
have to per sweat. Yeah.
No, I want to get my per sweat.
First. Do the concrete fist.
Concrete fist.
It says.
Concrete fist is the OnlyFans name.
Fist. Well, you're going to get pounded by these dudes, so you might as well get fisted.
My OnlyFans name. Concrete fist. Call that 30.
It's running into cash for you, though.
Call that 8. That's going to be 22. And it's going to be lots more than 30. That's probably 10 right there. That's 40.
11 yards at 4 inches of depth. Jesus. Do the concrete vibrator. Oh, he's gonna wish he had a vibrator. 2 trucks at 30 by 30. Jesus. You know, you do know of someone that's in the concrete business, right?
No. I mean, I do, but they're not here.
Hey, Maybe True has a metal carport frame ready to go for nothing. You just have to come up to Missouri to get it, he said.
I'll just walk right up there and strap it on my back.
Why is it not the only thing I can think of you strapping on? Anyway.
Obviously, drainage. Yeah, dude, I don't know about anything too much about the property. I'll probably have to add drainage for safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, adding concrete out to drain it.
What does your neighbor over there have?
I really haven't even... I don't know. Hang on.
See, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture of my closest neighbor so that y'all can... Is that... Well, I guess that is concrete.
Yeah, it's concrete.
It's just got a downgrade.
Oh, look, you got to appreciate the rain barrel.
Yeah.
That's good.
I have one of those that I shot with that I made holes in with a home protective device.
Nice. All right. Well, what should that cost? Just ballpark.
I have no idea. I can't even guesstimate. Something like that. That's a huge slab of concrete there, sir.
Yeah, it's a big slab.
That's going to be... Paul Dubs says 20 to 25K.
Oh my God.
Joshua Wilson says 10K plus concrete. And the concrete, he had it like $10 a foot.
All right. So 400, 4,000. Yeah. Dang.
Yeah. But don't forget your sideways, because it's not a linear foot. It's a square foot. So for every foot, you have to multiply by 3.
Right. I have an idea to cut down slab costs. So I just put mold underneath of it because I got plenty of that.
Slope the slab.
Yep.
You could put a drain in. And
yeah, because someone's going to come in there and at least grade it. So it's not just going to be concrete all of a sudden. It's going to be graded. It's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
I was thinking probably close to 12, but it looks like it's going to be more than that.
What's wrong along the front of the house?
What's running along? Oh, it's got a huge driveway. It's got a... Let me zoom in on for you.
The driveway got concrete in it?
Yeah, but you can't put up a carport in your front yard.
Why?
Because we live in communist Texas. I thought you knew that. Hang on. Let me see here.
Make a square rectangle pad for the driveway, then branch off walkway and leave center space where the number 15 is as a planter. Barry Dallas. I know a guy that could do the entire job at $13 to $15 turnkey. The name, that's Barry Dallas. Barry Dallas. Concrete fell off the truck. Curved walkway to the door. Like, why do I have to be the guy that's just like, patio stones are cheap?
Yeah, okay, so I can do that. It's got to be an actual paver.
No, hear me out here. I'm not talking about the carport. I'm just talking about all that excess beyond the carport.
So there's a driveway. I mean, you can fit 4 cars in it.
Yeah.
And then you can fit a whole car in the garage. And then I've got this whole section for whatever.
And you only block half of the sidewalk. So that's really nice.
Yeah. That is nice.
I'm looking at those cars. I'm like, are you moving to the wrong side of the town there? Sure.
It's an old picture.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now do 13 to 15 bucks at 30 to 40. That's 15K. Holy crapola.
Ouch.
Take it easy, Dave.
So how much can I save by doing the this idea?
Barry says he's a general contractor.
Who?
Barry Dallas says he's a general contractor.
Where is he? Hang on.
Name is Barry. Wait for it.
What are you doing here, man? What's going on?
Dallas. He's
What's
listening
going on, man?
He's listening to a whiny little
He
girl
is.
talk
He's just
about
hiding back here. He's just hiding back here. Didn't even know he's here.
Yeah. I mean, I only dropped his name like 5 times.
Well, I wasn't looking. I thought you were talking about Joshua Wilson.
Why can't you use Stone Under the Carport?
Yeah, no, this is the guy that I'm going to use probably. Good guy. Real good guy.
Barry, run.
He already knows the deal. He tried to get me out of the bind.
We're so sorry.
He tried to get me out of bind the first time.
He brought the lube.
He did ease up on the pressure.
That's nice of him.
Yeah.
How thick is the slab? I quoted a foundation price. You're doing 4 inches, right?
I don't know. I'll have to ask Mr. Barry over here.
Middle name Manilow. Barry Manilow Dallas. 7, I'm sure. And what's the minimum you can do? It's 4, right?
You start working on that, man. I'll get you some numbers. We move in Thursday.
I'm just saying, I got a guy here in Missouri. We just did $10,000 worth of work on my house for $400. So
don't do 4; it'll crack in 3 years. That's what I'm thinking, man. Probably 5 or 6, right? Standard.
Do I care if it cracks in 4 or 5 years? No.
Maybe. Okay. So this is the question: how much do you save if you do this?
How much do you save if you just use the driveway in the front of the house?
Well, you save a lot, but if it hails, you don't save anything.
That's what insurance is for, Puñeta.
That is what insurance is for. How much do you save if you do this? Because that does look nice. Of course, they're not going to be this big or stupid.
If you do nothing at all, you save.
You
don't even save. It just doesn't cost you anything.
Oh, dude, look, I got blue crayon. I'm balling.
But anything beyond doing nothing,
I made my gravel blue.
They said more labor. You're going to do more labor this way.
More labor.
And probably upset your neighbors and your HOA and whatever.
There's no HOA.
Chairman Mao has to say about it.
Yeah, we don't want to upset him.
What about can you do pavement? Just blacktop it.
Oh, I can do asphalt.
So
how cheap is that?
Yeah, you don't have to lay any rebar in asphalt.
What do? You just plop it on there and flatten it?
Well, they come in and they scrape it level and then they
really,
it's just like a road, dude. They might have to put something under it. They might put gravel. I've never done it, so can't tell you.
But I don't know anything about it. Last year road base first. All right. So how much is that going to cost? Is that half the price? I think I can blacktop it.
Paul says blacktop is expensive and it won't last. But he's in Texas. He doesn't get heat cold. It's just heat.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it won't crack. But I don't recommend asphalt.
Why do you call it asphalt?
Asphalt.
It's asphalt.
Asphalt. Oh, it is not asphalt. Damn. Well, that's why. Because cold only in February. Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Or you could do. So he's Canadian. You could do. So this is going to sound strange, but there are countries that actually make roads out of glass now.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
And glass will expand and contract. It will never break. Like, it's very, very thick, heavy glass. It's super expensive, but.
Are you saying you prefer glass during the times of your contractions?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. Go drive around the neighborhood.
I know I look pregnant, so I'll just go over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care about, like, I'm just saying, like, you guys see the ceiling of my garage. If there is ever a man that doesn't care about the aesthetics, right here, I just get it done if we're gonna do it. It's not a car show; it's a parking spot.
Compacted 95%.
Lucky it ain't me. I just put a bunch of frickin' gravel down and then throw some pallets over the top of it. Fill the spaces in the pallets with gravel and just be like, fuck them.
That sounds like a great idea. Seal it every couple of years; it'll last forever. Skip the sealing and road in 5 years. Okay. You have to coat asphalt regularly to keep the oils in it. That's a good point. I remember all the roads in Bermuda being pretty not good. It's a good sentence, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, you're amazing with your vocabulary.
Yeah, good vocabulary. Just put down quicksand and claim insurance.
I honest to God, to me, it doesn't make sense for you to go through all this expense to park into the back of your house.
Yeah, something to think about. Joshua Wilson just sent me a picture of
Is it a dick pic?
It is a dick pic. Look at it.
Oh. What am I looking at?
Decomposed granite.
Who?
Decomposed granite.
Nice.
Stabilized decomposed granite driveway. All right. Well, we're gonna get out of here. We gotta shut it down.
By the way, don't order the drywall sander from Vibor.
200 cubic yards. You would need 15 yards.
Dang. Sounds expensive.
$3,000.
Thanks, your boy. I appreciate you, man. I'll check it out.
That's cool. There's a real one right there.
That is a real one. I didn't even know he had me on Insta. I get on there so infrequently.
Well, what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, hold on. Your boy, you sent it to me on Instagram. I haven't gotten it yet. Anyway, so I'm just going to say this. Hitting 40K is a great, great accomplishment, a great milestone. There's something that I've noticed about all these milestones. They don't, like, each one has less of an effect. And what I mean by that is, while I recognize that they're great and they're important or whatever, each one that comes up makes me just focus more on the next one.
There you go.
So I don't even get the chance to truly enjoy it. So while 40K was great, I'll never forget. You Makita guys out there, blow them like you know them.
We'll see you guys later.